Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to those who are joining right now. And hey, Catrice. Good morning to those who are joining right now. Good morning to those of you who are, ooh, yes, girl, we're going to talk about this title. Good morning to those who are watching live on the web. And good morning to my replay viewers. Yes, yes, ooh, man. I mean, this is a message that poured into my mind, into my spirit today. So I definitely wanted to share it with you guys, and I really hope that it's going to encourage you guys in whatever path, whatever journey that you are on right now, whether it be nursing or not. I want to share this message with you because it really resonated with my spirit. So first of all, let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you do not know who I am, my name is Choma. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse now for almost 6 years. My background is in medical, surgical, and telemetry nursing. I'm the founder of Choosing Nursing over at choosingnursing.net, where we help you to successfully transition into the nursing field. So one thing I also like to do is I like to give encouragement and morning motivations. Today's a Saturday, so it's a wonderful, beautiful day today. And so I want to give you guys some encouraging message. If you think this is a message that maybe your followers may be interested in, you can use this opportunity to share right now. And then definitely one thing that you can do that shows me that you're really resonating with the message is by tapping on the screen. And by tapping on the screen, something will happen where these hearts will come up on the screen while you're pushing. Hi, hello, hi. And while you're pushing the screen, the hearts will come up. And then the hearts, it lets me know that you're, resonating with the message. So the title of this scope today is that you cannot take everyone with you into the promised land. You can't take everyone with you to the promised land. And you know what? One of the things is and when I say promised land, first what I'm going to do, I'm going to first explain it to you as far as in the biblical, as the Bible. Then I'll explain it to you. Hey, Desmond. Then I'll explain it as far as in the natural with the world. So promised land. The promised land is something that's known as the land flowing of milk and honey. It's the land that you want to get to, right? It's that land where there's abundance, where there's favor, where there's where it's just an amazing land where there's freedom. There's something good when you get to that land. That's why it's called the promised land, right? That's why it's called the promised land. And we all want to get to the promised land, right? And the thing about getting to the promised land is that it's a journey. It's a journey. It's not something that you just wake up and then bam, you're there, right? It's something that you have to go through. And oftentimes when we're trying to get to that land, that wonderful land, right? We want to take everybody with us. We want to take everybody with us, and it's normal to want to take everybody with us. Our desire is to have relationships with people, right? And to continue to grow those relationships. But however, you have to realize that you can't take everybody with you. It's not that they're a bad person. It's not that that you're being mean or anything like that. It's because the vision that you have with the promise that God has given to you is only for you. So they may not resonate with your vision. They may not resonate with the promised land. They may not see the promised land as the promised land. It may not be something that's valuable to them. So you have to realize that you can't take everybody with you. When you look at stories in the Bible, when you look at the Israelites, when they left Egypt to escape from slavery, when they left, there were people who they left behind. There were people who were left. There wasn't just them, right? There were other people that they left behind. So you have to remember that not everybody went with them when they escaped slavery. Some people probably told them, "No, you're crazy. Let's just continue being slaves." Right? And then also the same thing when you think of Joseph in the Bible, same thing as well. Though his brothers sold him into slavery, but the thing is that he still had to leave them behind, and then later he became the ruler of Egypt, right? Same thing once again with Noah and the ark. Same thing again. With Noah, God told him to build an ark, right? This ark, this amazing ark, and it's gonna rain, and the ark is gonna protect him, and God gave him the vision, right? And other people told him he was crazy. They told him, no, there's no rain coming, but he still built the ark, and he had to leave other people behind. Those people who got left behind, they drowned, right? They didn't make it on the boat. Because why? Because they didn't believe in the vision that was given to him. They didn't believe in the vision. So you have to realize that not everybody is going to believe in the vision that God has given you. If you're on a journey right now, I remember when I was becoming a nurse, when I was becoming a registered nurse, obviously it wasn't an easy journey. It was very challenging. It was very hard. And I had to leave people behind. And what I mean by leaving people behind, there were people who were outside of me who wanted to, go out all the time on weekends, party here, drink here, whatever it may be, all the time. But I knew, no, my promised land is my license. My promised land is RN next to my name. My promised land is being able to have, more than enough money to be in a secure position. That's my promised land. But because they didn't understand the value of my promised land, that's why the reason why they tell me, no, just stay where you are. No, don't keep moving forward. No, let's just go out. This is not going to bother you. You can't take everybody with you. If you try to take everybody with you, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy, and it's going to take you longer to get there. It's going to take you longer to get there if you try to take everybody with you. It's not worth it. It's like baggage, right? It's like baggage when you're on the airplane, when you're on the airport, right? Before you can even leave the airport, you can't even leave the airport until you go to the baggage claim and pick up your baggage. Do you want to have to do that with people? Do you want to have to do that with people in your life? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You arrived in San Francisco, you arrived in DC, wherever it may be. You can't even leave the airport and get to your destination until you pick up your baggage. Those are the people. Those are the people that you need to leave behind. So I'm telling you right now, you cannot take everybody with you. You cannot take everybody with you into the promised land. And that's one thing I love about the Bible. It's so truthful, and it's so easy to apply it to your life. It's so easy to apply it to your life. And you know what? Oftentimes we have a lot of struggles. We have a lot of heartaches. We have a lot of things that we want to do. I've been saying oh, good. Well, I'm glad you've been catching live. I'm glad you've been catching the replay. I'm going to try and be more, I'm going to try and let people know when I, do my scopes, so that way you guys can catch me live better. So like I said, you cannot take everybody with you. I know we want to, but you can't. It's something that you have to realize that, and there's some people that you will be able to take with you, and they're going to be people who also believe in your vision, who also believe in your promised land, who also have been given the same promised land too. That's why when you're in nursing school and you have other people who are fellow nurses, you connect with them so well. You're like this with them. Because why? Because they're trying to get to the same destination that you are, right? They're trying to get to the same promised land that you were trying to get to. So, and that's why we attract with like-minded people. Because why? Because they're on the same destination, the same path as us. So I want to encourage you with that message today. Think about that. Resonate that right now in your life. If there's people who are not in support of your dreams, who are not in support of your goals or your visions, whatever it may be, you realize you can't take them with you. And, it doesn't mean that you cut them out of your life. It doesn't mean that you stop talking to them. You just stop sharing your dream with them. You just stop sharing your vision with them. You got to attract yourself with the people who are in line with the goals that you want. Like I said, you don't have to stop talking to those people completely. You just choose what you say to them. You just choose what purpose you share with them, right? You choose it. You have to realize that, yes, people have the same goals, because you can't share your big goals with small-minded people. And some people don't realize they're small-minded. Some people nobody's going to say, yes, I'm a small-minded person. Don't talk to me about your goals, right? Nobody's going to say that to you. They're not going to tell you that, right? But what it is that how you determine that is based on their reaction to your dreams, to your purpose, how they react to it. What do they say when you share it with them? Surround yourself with like-minded people. Absolutely. Because sometimes, what may happen? Some people, maybe what it is that they may be like-minded that you should become a nurse, but they're not like-minded that you should own a business. They may be like-minded that you should preach the gospel, right? But they're not like-minded that you could be you could be an elevated pastor on a deeper level, right? So you have to surround yourself with the same people who want you to get to that promised land, or who want to get to that promised land with you. And I'm telling you, if you carry them with you, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be a heavy ride. You're going to be dragging your feet every single day, every single moment. You're going to be dragging your feet. You're going to be thinking like, man, this journey is even harder than I thought it was going to be. This journey is like, it's going to be even harder than I thought it would be. And why? It's because you're dragging the wrong people with you. You're dragging the wrong people with you, and that's why I'm selective. Support all the way, or not all exactly, right? And especially when you look at people, that's one of the things that they say when you look at people who, like when it comes to picking a marriage partner, they want somebody who started with them when they had nothing, right? Because they believed in their promised land before they even started. And they stuck with them before it even happened. Those are some of the best relationships that work. The ones where it started with nothing, absolutely nothing, right? But now they're in a position where they grew something together. Those are one of the best relationships. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. You cannot take everybody with you to the promised land. You cannot share everybody your goals, your visions, your dreams. You got to share it with only like-minded people, because otherwise it's going to cause you to delay. It's going to discourage you. It's going to slow you down. You have to protect it. You have to protect that journey, that path, whatever it may be. Protect it like it's like your heart and your soul, because you cannot afford not to live the life that God has given you to live. He came so you may have abundant life. He came so you may have a life that's worth living, right? You cannot afford. So that's why you gotta be protective of the people you share your vision, your dreams, your goals with, everything it may be. And you gotta align yourself with the right people. So that is my word with you guys today. I hope that this message resonated with you. I really hope that you resonated with this message. Thank you so much for the hearts, and thank you so much for joining, for being, for just joining. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for the replays, for people who are watching the replays. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. One of the things that I decided to do, that God has given me a vision to do, is to start doing mentorship calls. Oh, good. I'm so glad this blessed you. I'm gonna start. So I decided I'm gonna start doing mentorship calls, but it's only gonna be once a week, and it's gonna be one-on-one calls. If you want to book a session with me, it's mentorship calls, and the purpose of the calls is to. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm so glad you enjoy it. And the purpose of the calls is we can get on the phone and we can talk about whatever journey you're in right now. If you are in nursing school, or if you are at the end of your rope, or if you are working, and because you can always email me with questions. Granted, that's always an option. But however, if you want to be in a position where you can talk back and forth with me, and you have a more unique situation and you need more guidance, more advice on a bigger level, then you can book the mentorship calls with me. And I have the link in my bio. It's bit.ly/mentorship calls. bit.ly/mentorship calls. And so that's something that God has placed on my heart. I'm only going to do that. I'm just starting my nursing journey. Yes, you're so awesome. I'm so glad I'm here to help. That's what I want to be. I wish I had somebody who, people who encouraged me when I was doing this. Thank you so much. I'm just starting nursing school. I discouraged at times. Yes, I know. It is discouraging because it's hard. I've read stories of people who told me where it's to the point where they can't, they're in clinicals all the time, right? They're in clinicals all the time. They can't sleep. They can't eat. But they're still juggling all these things. I understand how it is. So if you're interested in that, you can book a session with me for that. And it's only going to be, I'm only doing one a week. That's it. One a week only. So it's only going to be on, once a week, and it's 1 hour long. All right. So that was it. I hope you guys, like I said, thank you so much for joining. Are you talking to her? I think you're talking to each other. But yeah, I'm in California if not. Okay. So anyways, that was it. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this message. I think I probably will be scoping again later, because I realized that and the end of February. It's the end of February, and I haven't done enough scopes on it being Heart Month. So I'm thinking I need to do a scope about that. So anyways, that was it. Thank you again for joining and for the hearts, and I will talk with you guys again later. All right, take care, you guys.